If you have been sitting at the desk for too long or on your phone too much and you feel like you're stuck in this position in a rounded shoulders forward position, I'm going to give you 3 exercises to loosen it all up so you can really stretch out and feel like you can function as a normal human being again. And make sure you watch all the way to the end, because I'm going to give you my favorite exercise or exercise series to strengthen up your upper back. So make sure you watch till the end to get that one as well. If this is your first time doing this exercise, or you're just not confident with weight, make sure you go lightweight. You can even try this one without weight to start with. I've just gone a super light kettlebell just to show you all. So bringing that kettlebell up into that front rack position. So front rack means knuckles under chin, elbow is locked into the side, nice and tall through the chest. Whatever side that kettlebell is on, that leg is going to come up. Opposite hand goes to the outside of that knee, and we're going to twist around over that knee as much as you possibly can. Now, in this position back here, I want you to take a big breath in. As you exhale, try to twist a little bit further. Get as far as you can. Take a big breath in and twist a little bit further. So nice deep breaths, trying to twist with that exhale. By the 3rd breath, I want you to do 3 breaths each side. You're going to be twisting even further back. So you can see just there, caught myself in the mirror behind you guys, I'm opening up like this. Okay, so you don't want to do that. You want to keep those knuckles under your chin and twist with your shoulders. So don't just start twisting and then just let the kettlebell twist and you don't twist. Keep that knuckle under your chin and you twist 3 deep breaths each side 2 times. Second exercise, I'm going to give you 2 options for this one. First is standing. Next, we're going to be down into a squat. So again, maybe start with this one before you progress into the squat. You're going to drive your elbow into the knee. So we're going to actually use that knee to push against, and then you're also going to hold the opposite knee. Then with this arm, all you're going to do is turn around. Turn around, look up that hand to the ceiling. So same thing with this one, we're going to take 3 deep breaths. So inhale, as we exhale, we try and twist a little bit further. Inhale, exhale, and twist a little bit further. Okay, so obviously you're going to take 3 breaths. So again, you're trying to use that knee and hand to pull yourself around in that stretch. Each time you take a breath, you try and twist that a little bit further. So you're going to do that both sides. All right, second option, all we're going to do is come down into a squat. This is a lot more tricky, but same principle. You're going to push one elbow into the knee, grab onto that other knee, and then twist open as much as you can. Again, 3 deep breaths. Trying to twist as far as you can each time. So 3 deep breaths that side, 3 deep breaths on the other side. Ideally, you would want to keep your feet flat on the ground for the squat and as you turn through, but my mobility, as you all know, isn't the best, so my heel comes off, and that's okay. Again, you just want to make this suit you and where you're at, so however it feels best for you, just again, making sure you're trying to get as much twist through that torso, through your shoulders as possible. All right, third and final one. If you haven't got a foam roller, don't stress. I'll show you how to do this on a box or whatever you have access to. Doesn't really matter. But down on the ground, karate chop the foam roller. And all you're going to do, like arms extended out here, and then just rolling down, pushing your hips forwards. As you come forwards, trying to get your forehead to the ground. And then roll back up. Exhale as you come down. Again, big exhale into the stretch, and then inhale as you come up. Now, obviously, like I said, this is ideal if you haven't got that and you've got some sort of box, counter, couch, some sort of elevation, you can do exactly the same thing. All you're going to do is karate chop the box or whatever you have, and then just dropping your chest down to the ground, probably bringing your knees back under your hips, and then dropping your chest to the ground. Big breath in, and then just trying to drop down as you exhale. Whew. All right, so if you've taken your time and done those exercises right, done all the deep breaths, 3 breaths each way, trying to stretch into that breath as you exhale, you're gonna feel really good. You're gonna feel like you can stand nice and tall, open up through the chest, and you probably relieved a fair bit of tension through your upper back there. We still want to build some strength in that position. So again, now that we've loosened it all off, we want to build some strength in that end range or in those shoulders so you stop getting that tension there. So if you don't build that strength, every time you sit down, you're going to lose your shoulders and you're going to feel tight again, you loosen it off, same thing happens. So we need to build some strength in those shoulders to hold them back in the right position. And this is my favorite exercise to do. If you have done one of my programs before, you're going to recognize these. These are the YTWs. Now, I use really light weights. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see those, but that is just a 1 kilo dumbbell, and that's all you need. If your first time doing it, I get a lot of clients who are super tight through the back and they haven't been lifting for a while. I'll get them to do this without any weights at all. So if that is you, don't even worry about the weights. I just like to have something in my hands. Sometimes if I'm feeling good, I'll go up to maybe 2s or 3s, but you really don't want to add too much weight to this one. Add more reps before you add more weight is probably a good thing to take away from this. All right, so I've got a box here. Hopefully the camera's set up in a good position so you can see how I do this one, maybe. I'll use the back of a bench or a countertop, whatever you have access to, it does not matter. You're just resting your head on this. Now you're resting your head on it. You're not putting all the weight in there. So we're gonna go for this position here, nice and flat, resting my head on the box. Again, I'm not pushing my head down into the box. A lot of time people will complain about their neck gets tired with this one because they're putting all their body weight into this. This is just to give you a cue of keeping your back straight and in the right position. So we're gonna do some Ys out to the front, Ts and Ws. So if I was to do this, you can see my body is going to swing up and down all over the place. So this is just a cue to keep your body nice and still. So the only thing that is moving are your arms. So Ys, pretty straightforward. You're just gonna do a Y raise with your head on the box, thumbs facing the ceiling, back is nice and flat. Again, most of the weight's still in my feet. I'm just using this box just to guide me, make sure my body stays nice and straight and still. And you're gonna create a Y, slow and controlled. Especially in that top position, I'm not rushing through it. I'm taking my time, really trying to stretch those arms straight as I can and then back down. So don't overcompensate and try and get higher by arching your back or doing something weird or bending the elbows. Arms as straight as you can. If you can only get to there, that's fine, okay? It just means you haven't got strength in that range yet. As you get stronger, you're going to get more range. So don't force it in any way by arching your back or swinging around or anything like that. So to start with, I'd suggest doing 10 Y raises. And then T's, so thumbs out, so thumbs to the ceiling in this position. Again, slow and controlled, coming up as high as you can, squeeze your shoulder blades together and back down. And then W's are probably gonna be the hardest one for you to see. I'm gonna not listen to my own advice and come down and give you a demo this way. So we're gonna make a Y like this, okay? Again, head rests on the box. Dumbbells down here, and we come up and down, just like making a Y like this. So this is the finished position you should end up in, and we're essentially just doing this, opening up through the chest, squeezing your shoulder blades together. So again, Ys out to the front, thumbs to the ceiling, Ts out there, and then Ws out there. If you didn't quite get that or it doesn't really make sense yet, please reach out in the comments or jump in the community and put your questions in there. Even film yourself doing it and I can correct it once you put it in the community. Yeah, so that should get you nice and strong through the back. Cool, that'll probably do. Talk to you all in the next video.